Hello everyone, MonkeyFeet again. This episode I think we're going to work on some Tinker's Construct, yep. So as you saw last time I had some tools and I mentioned how once they break they are pretty much worthless. Now let me find the tools again. These are some I've already broken obviously, but let's get the morning first. Make it just a little bit safer outside. Okay. And I'm sure there's a creeper somewhere. Yeah, as you can see, I lied about not using anything other than oak wood. I saw the eucalyptus wood when I was getting some stuff. Hat. Anyway, I was needing some charcoal, so I went and got a whole bunch of eucalyptus wood and... well, it turned out pink, and I was like, yeah, why not? This looks like fun to play with. I was looking for a spot, but I decided not to after all. So, broken shovel takes forever. Yeah. I can punch it faster, as you can see. So... gonna finally get rid of those tools now. And I made myself some barrels, nice stuff, and I filled up a chest with random junk. Now some of this stuff won't really make too much sense because, let me see, I need one piece of metal for that, or one piece of iron. Now this stencil table, with it you can choose something to make your tool out of. Like what the stencil, like what the pattern will be. I've already made a bunch of these from the rest of the spotlight, but I need a tough tool binding stencil. I've already got the big plate, broadhead axe, and the excavator or the shovel head. Now, in here, you put your stencil in and add your material. Now, metal does not work in this. No matter what, I cannot get metal out of there, even if I had enough metal for that. Example would be like for the pickaxe, which needs just one piece of material. I cannot make a head here. So, what you have to do... I need some of this stuff right here. Is come downstairs and build one of these multi-block structures right here called a smeltery. Now I'm going to start this melting right here. I'm going to need, let me see, just 2 pieces of the aluminum brass, which is 3 aluminum and 1 piece of copper. I think that's right. Let's go check the book. And as you notice, the mod comes with 3 books, and Mighty Smelting is what we need because it has your alloys right here. So if we go over here, it's 3 aluminum, 1 copper. Like I said, I was actually right this time. Yay me. And for the demo, we need some... yeah, put that back in there. We need some cobblestone. So, what we do is we put that in there, and that takes 8 pieces. And that... and I need the broad shovel head also. And, well, that was an accident. If I double right click, it'll put both parts back in there, see? Okay. I guess I actually need 3 pieces of the aluminum brass to do this. So, throw 1 more piece in there. If I can get it to do right. And what I need to do is put one of these pieces I created in here and hit that. Now you can also use gold, but this is actually a lot cheaper to use. And I made a cast. Yeah, I've made a iron pickaxe and iron sword already, so I have quite a few already made. And I forgot to set my timer. Oh well. Yeah, I did not mean to do a 40-minute video last time. Yeah, okay, timer's running now. Okay, so there are some tools I want to make this time that I don't currently have, and I honestly can't even make at the moment. And those tools are the excavator and the hammer. And I need all the iron right there. Now, normally when you cook up iron, it makes 1 ingot per ore block. With the smeltery, each of these will be turned into 2 ingots. And to be able to make the excavator and the hammer, I'll actually need 4 blocks of iron to even make the thing that I need to make it. And part of that includes seared bricks. Oh yeah, gravel's right there. Having trouble hitting some stuff on here. Okay, to make seared bricks, what you do is you take sand, clay, and gravel, put them in a crafting grid together, and it makes 2 each. And then you cook it up to make seared bricks. And let's do this. Go to mods, down to Tinker's Construct, and shift left click on it to bring that up, to make it just for Tinker's Construct. Now, as I said, it's a multi-block, and the main pieces that you'll use are the seared brick, which are somewhere, I'm not sure where, right there. And it requires 4 seared bricks, and then it makes 1 seared brick block. And then the other pieces that you have to have are the seared tank, which are seared blocks, 8 of those, and 1 glass. And the smeltery controller, which is just 8 seared bricks. Now for the thing I'm going to build, I need 3 seared brick blocks also. And that makes 3 of them. Now hopefully this is finished cooking up. I can get this done real fast. Yep. Now you can also make your drains, your spigots. Is it right? Drains and spigots. I'm not sure where the little nozzle, spigot, whatever it is, went. But, you know, then you have your casting tables, which is 7 seared bricks like that, and then your casting basin, which is the reverse of that. Now, for the most part, your casting basin will hold 9 ingots worth. And while that's filling up, then your casting table is used to make parts and stuff, which I made a whole bunch of drains and spigots just because you can semi-automate this by using hoppers to collect from the casting basins and put it in a chest over here somewhere. I might get to that later, not sure yet. Probably though, because clear glass is awesome. And yeah, the smeltery runs on lava, so it's not like you can do this real soon unless you actually find lava real fast, which I have found a couple places. One is actually near my house. And I've grabbed a couple from there already, and there's some copper over there, which I'll try to get to later on, because I will need that. And one last block right here, and then we'll get to making the tool forge. Okay, and if I'm going to make an iron hammer, I need like 27 pieces of iron, which I don't have cooked up yet, but by the time that finishes I will. So, yeah, I can put one downstairs, I guess, but so my tool station, my 4 blocks of iron, and my 3 seared bricks give me a tool forge. Now I showed the tool station last episode and only had a few options, about everything except for this row and most of these 2 right here, and I can make tools out of that. Now I have access to the hammer, the lumber axe, excavator, scythe, the cleaver, and the battle axe. I haven't used that one too much, the battle axe, but the lumber axe is very nice. It tends to take down most trees by just breaking 1 block. And as you can see, I'll need 2 plates, hammerhead, and a tough tool rod to make a hammer. I can make it out of stone, but stone does not break much at all. And I've already made most of the parts just because it takes a long time to get all this stuff together sometimes. Huh. Well, I lied. Okay, I'll just drain this out, and I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Alright everybody, I am back. I forgot to make some parts for the hammer, which is the thing I've been wanting to make the most. So I made my large plate cast, my hammerhead cast, and my tough tool rod cast, which is somewhere here. There it is. Now, to make the hammer, it costs 27 iron, or actually 27 of any material. And you might be asking, well, MonkeyFeet, if it costs that much, why would you make one? Why is it that much better than the pickaxe or the shovel? Well, once this gets done cooking up, I'll show you. I'm going to talk about some more of the smeltery while that's cooking up and melting up. But, like I said, it runs on lava, so I'm going to come over here in my little special area and just get 1 bucket. I haven't really used up enough that I need to do this, but I figure why not, just for demonstration purposes. Now what you'll need to do is get your bucket of lava, walk up to the sear tank, and just right click on it, and it dumps it in there automatically. And same thing for the plates on the casting table, you just right click it, it places them, and it's just taking longer than I thought it would. Oh, we're almost done. So for the hammer, I'm going to need 2 of these plates, and as you can see, it's just finished built right there, but 2 plates, and you can't quite see it on the large plate itself, but it's actually filling up the cast itself. And once it hardens, do that, right click the spigot again, wait for a couple seconds. This works much faster on the 1 material parts. My tough tool cast only takes 3 material, so you'll see that actually fill up faster. Supposed to anyway. There we go. And then the hammerhead takes 8, so it'll actually take a little while to speed up. I might have double clicked the spigot, that might be what happened. Like right now you cannot take it out until it finishes cooling down. Alright, now place our cast back in the pattern chest and head upstairs to our tool station. Now this one I will name because this one is actually fun to play with. So, click on our hammer pattern, our 2 plates, get in there, hammerhead, and then that. And we'll just call, well, click on it first I guess. We'll call this the monkey hammer. One. And then take that out. And this is the reason I'm upgrading to a hammer this fast. Down here in this little area I've kind of mined out a little bit, looking for some copper. And these right here from Thaumcraft, and we'll get to those later on. Now, your pickaxe will just mine one at a time, just like normal. But the hammer will mine out a 3x3 area of any rocky material. And, you know, the excavator does the same, but with dirt. So I'll come back after I've made one and show you what that looks like. Okay, everyone, I'm back. This is the excavator. Like I said, shovel, it does a 3x3 at a time. And, yeah, real fun, nice to play with. But you're probably thinking, well, MonkeyFeet, that was really expensive for a slightly upgraded shovel. Is there anything else you can do with the tool station and the tool forge? And the answer is yes. As you can see, though, it's a lot of iron just to make one of these, and it actually is a lot of iron to repair this every time the durability runs out. Now, with all the iron I used to make it, it takes it quite a while for it to all break down. I could dig quite a ways before I'll need to repair it. And if I have to fight, the hammer makes a decent weapon to fight with. Let's see, let's go for the book. And I need this one right here. Now this book includes all the tools, a description of them, you know, any special abilities they have. But once you get past the tools, it gives you your materials. And some materials give different things, like the cactus rod gives the jagged ability, and it hurts mobs more. And then each one also has a different mining level. And these slimes actually have a decent, like the slime crystal ones, have a decent durability, but they can only get to obsidian level mining. Tinker's Construct adds new ores to the nether also. And so I went the wrong way. If I passed them. Cobalt and Ardite, they're both level 4 things, which a diamond pickaxe couldn't even really touch. But steel and alumite, whatever, can mine cobalt and Ardite, and it will be able to make manilium out of 2 of each. Manilium is very strong, and when made into a weapon, it's really damaging. As you can see, it's a 2 heart base attack, which doesn't sound like much, but it's actually really, it hits really hard. But once you've made your tool, you can go through and add stuff. Like, if I were going to use it on my hammer or my pickaxe, and I wanted to mine obsidian, or mine diamonds and stuff like that, I would need to add the diamond to the tool, which I'm going to do here in a second. But durability-wise, there's only 2 things that can repair a tool by itself, or keep you having from used materials to repair, and those are the moss ball to your tool, or turning it into an electric tool, which you would need a battery and an electronic circuit. Now, electric circuits, I'm going to use the electric version because at the moment I don't have access to mossy cobble, and the hammer to fully repair takes maybe another 20 iron to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt up this copper real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I've actually cooked up that iron now, or the copper actually. Now, to make the electronic circuit, which is from Industrial Craft 2, I'm going to need to use... Oops. That was a bad move. Sorry about that. That was a...
It's 1 o'clock a.m.
Yes, it is. I was in my test world doing some other stuff earlier, and I forgot to put it back on recipe mode, so threw those away. Now I need to use either one of these 2 recipes, and really, I tend to use this one. There's really no difference in them, but right here is refined iron, and to make that, I have to smelt it. I can use pretty much anything to smelt it with. Your basic furnace, a powered furnace, an electric furnace, either one, but I'm going to need 2 of those since I have 2 different tools I'll be putting the electric upgrade on. So Put those in my furnace. Get them out. It takes it a bit. I will be upgrading these furnaces to something better here in a little while. Probably next episode and one right after it. But need those, some copper cables, which I'll make some more here in just a minute. And then need 2 pieces of redstone each, and since I'm making 2 of those, might as well just do it all at once. So I got those 2 now. I need to go and get some tin also, which, yeah, I'm not smart enough to cook that up already, so I'll be right back after I cook that up. Alright everyone, I'm back now. I decided to get everything I need for the next part, so here we go. To make my copper cable, I need 3 copper and 6 rubber. Rubber comes from sticky resin, which I'll probably get into a different episode. Now for the batteries, I'll need my tin, which is right here, and I need 3 batteries also for all this stuff we're gonna do. So that to make 3 batteries. Get that back. Now what I'll do is I put batteries there, the circuits there, and then 2 of the batteries there. Throw my hammer in, pull it out. Throw my excavator in, pull it out. Now each tool, unless it's made out of paper or something like that, will have 3 different upgrade slots. So one of those is taken by electric right now, as you can see right here, and I have 2 modifiers remaining. On this hammer, I'm going to add some redstone, which will actually speed up the mining speed of the thing. So this is actually, this is like using the efficiency enchantment, except it's much cheaper experience-wise, and in the long run it's easier to make also. I could add that to another level, but as of right now, I don't have the resources to add another modifier if I still want to add the diamond to it, which is what I'm going to do right now. The shovel doesn't really matter as much. Now I can mine obsidian. But yeah, the hammer doesn't matter really that much because it's just mining dirt right now. Dirt, sand, gravel, and those will break real fast with a fully iron tool. So I don't plan on really upgrading that. Maybe once I go the nether and run into some of the nether soils. Yeah, the turret adds nether soils now, not just netherrack and soul sand. But yeah, once I do go the nether, I'll probably upgrade that so it'll mine faster there too. I'll probably make it out of alamite also, like I'll make my my hammer out of. But to actually charge up these tools now that I made them, as you can see, they have 0 EU. So what I need to do is make a generator, which, if I could spell, is this right here. Now I need to make a iron furnace, and that has 2 different methods, and this ends up being the cheaper in the long run. So I'll do, well, won't do that. I'll throw my furnace in there. Now with any I can shift left click on this little question mark and it'll automatically put it in my crafting grid. It doesn't like some recipes for some reason. Not sure why. So there's my generator, which I'll need that later too also, but for right now I'll put that there and grab a couple pieces of coal to throw it in the generator itself. Once I throw the coal in there, it'll start making power, which you can see right here. And when I throw the tool in there, it starts filling up. I might not have enough coal in there right now for this. But the hammer gets really expensive after you throw that diamond on there because it increases the durability by 500. And that, takes probably another adds probably 3 or 4 more iron to the repair cost. So you end up having to basically pay as much iron to repair it as you do to make it. And I have noticed a bug. It might be fixed by now with the Tinker's Construct tools. Once you make them electric, they don't ever run out of electricity. So, this is a bug? Yes. Is it one I'm going to take advantage of? Yes. Simply because they'll fix it eventually, and it's still cheap enough, or expensive enough to set it up, that I'm not worried about being too cheap. And really don't worry about if there's any burn time left on the coal. It will be gathered up here and stored until I make a battery box to use later. And this episode is about that 30-minute mark, so I'm going to wrap up, and I know it's 30 minutes this time because I have my timer going. I certainly apologize for that last time. I did not mean to make a 40-minute video. So, until next time, this is MonkeyFeet signing off.